everybody, and Iron Banner has been here for almost an entire week. Well, actually, it's Thursday. Okay, so not an entire week. It's been here for a little while. And what I thought I would do in this video is show you guys the loot that I got across all three of my characters, doing all the quests and all of the bounties. But I don't just want to show you the loot, I also do want to show you some gameplay of me using the weapons and give kind of a first impressions thing. I do want to do full commentaries with them. I want to do reviews of them and really delve into how good they are as weapons for the Crucible, but I thought that giving a first impressions would be kind of cool besides just showing you the loot that I did get. So let's kick it off with the weapons. I will not be speaking really about the Unbent Tree because it's an auto rifle that pretty much everyone got, and I'm still trying to get a good roll. Like, this roll isn't awful, but I feel like I could definitely get better. Just more stability perks, maybe some range perks. I will try this out because we have perfect balance and rangefinder, but so far I haven't really delved into trying it out because I've been waiting to get the best roll that I possibly can, and then I will try it out. But let's talk about the hand cannon, which is called the Lingering Song, which I think is a really cool name. And I actually got pretty lucky when it comes to the roll on it. It's not a bad roll at all. Of course, I always want more range stats, more stability stats, but this is pretty good. We have Hammer Forged or Brace Frame. Of course, I want to use Hammer Forged. We then have Quick Draw or Explosive Rounds. For PvP, I'm probably just going to be going with Quick Draw because Explosive Rounds actually spreads out the damage that you're doing, and I want all my damage to be in one single shot. And then we have Rangefinder, which is really good. So I have been using the hand cannon a little bit. It's of the slower rate of fire, super high impact type. So I'm still not completely sure of how amazing it is, but I will talk about more about this weapon in my first impressions over some gameplay of the weapon, but I'm just showing you my loot so far. Next up we have the Distant Star, which is the scout rifle, and I think I got a pretty good roll. Like, I am very satisfied with this roll. We have small bore or oiled frame, of course, small bore. We then have single point sling or high caliber rounds. I go with high caliber rounds because this is a multi-tool archetype scout rifle, and high caliber rounds were taken away from the multi-tool, and I can have it in the scout rifle with my roll. And then we have hidden hand. We do have firefly as well, but I just go with hidden hand so I have that slightly better target acquisition. But yeah, that is my scout rifle. I got pretty lucky with that roll. Now moving on to special weapons, of course I have a few shotguns. I haven't really tried them out yet. I do want to try it out, but as far as I can see, it's not a very good PvP shotgun, but I definitely will try it out and come to a conclusion when I've had all the rolls that I can possibly get in Iron Banner and get the best roll. Now, I have a ton of sniper rifles. The game decided, I think it's Destiny saying, hey, don't give up on sniping. It's gonna be okay. You can weather the storm. I think that's what Destiny's trying to tell me. I did not get the pulse rifle, unfortunately. I'm really sad about that, but I did get 12 billion sniper rifles, and they actually have pretty good rolls. So the first roll that I have is Linear Compensator, Accurized Ballistics, and Field Choke. We then have Braced Frame, Hammer Forged, Speed Reload, Snapshot, and Hidden Hand. Of course, Hidden Hand, Snapshot is super great. This gives us more range and accuracy, which I think boosts the aim assist. I might be wrong, but that is a really crazy, awesome roll. And then I also had this one that came with Accurized Ballistics, Hammer Forge, Single Point Sling, and Hidden Hand. So both really good rolls, and I think the last one wasn't that great. It has Brace Frame, Oiled Frame, Quick Draw, Snapshot, Spray and Play, or Life Support. So it's not bad. Like, this column's definitely good, but I feel like the one I want to use the most is the one with Snapshot and Hidden Hand, and I'm gonna talk about that sniper in a little bit. Now, moving on to heavy weapons, I ended up getting both of them, which I was pretty happy about. I did not get the sidearm, and I didn't get the pulse rifle. I think that's all that I'm missing. That's all that I'm missing. So I was a little upset to not get that, but I did get some really awesome rolls. Which doesn't make any sense. I got some good rolls on weapons that a lot of people did not get, so I am super thankful about that. This one has aggressive ballistics, accurized ballistics, linear compensator. Then we have small bore or oil frame. Again, I go with small bore. We then have quick draw or extended mag. I went with extended mag. And we have rangefinder. So this roll I think is pretty bomb. I think this roll is pretty freaking great. So that's the one that I've been rolling with. I do have another one that I got last night that comes with counterbalance, extended mag, and then we have hand laid stock, maybe? That could be potentially good. But again, I think the one that I have equipped is the best one. And then I also got the rocket launcher that comes with heavy payload, fitted stock, snapshot, speed reload, tracking, and cluster bomb. Now, in terms of armor, before we get into the first impressions of the weapons that I got all 3 helmets on all 3 of my characters. All 3 I do not want to use. So they will probably be in fusion fuel. I might keep this one because it is intellect strength. I don't like the fact it has invigoration. It's not awful, but it's not the best. I have this helmet that I use here that I think is way better than this one. And this one is actually the old school Iron Banner helmet, which I got from the Rusty Iron Engrams or whatever they're called. Dusty Engrams? I think that's what they're called. And this one has Infusion, Angel of Mercy, and it's Intellect Discipline. So I'm pretty happy with that helmet. This looks cool though, so I do want to use it. But yeah, the stats are not as great. Now for my Warlock on my Titan, I actually just straight up infused their stuff because it's just not the greatest. It's not the greatest, and it looks pretty much exactly the same as this. Like, look at the difference on this. Oh wait, I need to take the ornament off because it looks totally different with the ornament. So if you look at this, it's pretty much the same. In terms of Iron Banner and Iron Lord gear, it basically looks the same. So I don't feel too bad about putting it into other armor because the looks wise you can get from Iron Lord armor. Now let's jump into some first opinions of the Iron Banner weapons. So the hand cannon to start off with is, like I said, it's of the very low rate of fire, high impact type, like Ill Will. It's the same thing as Ill Will. And generally I'm not a huge fan of those hand cannons because it's like if you miss a shot, you're just screwed. You're just really screwed. But I do want to really like the weapon. So I have been using it. I've had some moments where I've had very good success with it, and then I've had other moments where it's just like, oh my god, I missed a shot and I'm dead, and I don't like that. So I'm still kind of undecided about how good the weapon actually is when it comes to PvP. I'm inclined to say that things like the Palindrome, AS Luna are still going to be better than Lingering Song, but it's definitely usable. I've used it, I've had fun with it, I've done well with it. I've also been frustrated, so I definitely need to delve more into that and see how good it can actually be. But so far, I don't hate it, so that's a good thing. Not hating things is good. Now, moving on to the Scout Rifle, I will say straight up, soon as I used it the very first match, I loved it. I didn't have to get used to it. I didn't have to force myself to like it. I just straight up loved the weapon as soon as I used it. Like I said earlier in the video, it is of the multi-tool archetype, and I have high caliber rounds on mine. So I found that I'm just taking people down really easily, and this is a current meta in Destiny that I would say isn't very Scout Rifle friendly. It's not the most Scout Rifle friendly it's ever been. We have fairly small maps too, and playing Supremacy, it's not very Scout Rifle friendly. But even with all of that said, I've been having a really good time with this Scout Rifle. So I think the Scout is genuinely a very good weapon. I do need to try it out more, but just loving it right out of the gates. And I can honestly say that I think it is a very good weapon, and it's going to continue to be very good. Now, lastly, the weapon that I want to talk about, not including auto rifle and shotgun, because I do want to wait to get the best roll possible for those, but my rolls for all these other weapons are over. I'm done with Iron Banner, so, you know. But lastly, let's talk about the sniper rifle. I got really good rolls on my sniper, and so far, I really like the scope. I find that it's very clean, and I do like the crosshair rather than the circle. I do actually really enjoy that scope. So I've been having a lot of fun with it so far, even in Supremacy. That does not exactly lend itself to snipers. I've been finding that I hit headshots fairly easily. The only thing that I need to really investigate is why use this Iron Banner sniper over a longbow or over the old Trowel sniper, the new Trowel sniper. I need to find a reason to use it. So that's what I'm going to be investigating now. But from my usage so far, it's definitely a usable sniper rifle. I've had a lot of good times with it. I haven't felt frustrated by it. So it's definitely usable and it's definitely a good sniper. I just need to see if it's worth using over the others, and that's going to take more investigation. But that is my first impressions of the loot that I got. Lingering Song feels pretty nice. Could potentially be good, but the archetype's a little questionable. The scout rifle is amazing. I absolutely love it. And the sniper rifle is really good. I just need to see if there is a reason to actually use it over other snipers. So that is gonna do it for the video, guys. I'm super sad I didn't get the pulse rifle, but I do have the trials pulse, so I'm not complaining. I'm happy with everything that I got. Let me know in the comments section, what is your favorite weapon from Iron Banner, and do you think they're cool? that was awful. I'm sorry. Do you think they're cool? Yeah. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will speak to you awesome people later. Bye.